Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be going through the shop changes and I'm going to be telling you some changes that will actually matter a lot more than what you originally expect. If you find this video to be helpful, consider subscribing as it will help with the channel growth, and consider joining the Discord server, link it in the comment section. So the first thing is going to be the friendship shop. The friendship shop was the release of Tamamo Cross, or at least like around her release. They would add a new exchange in the friend shop where you could buy a single trainee scout ticket or a support card scout ticket for 20,000 friendship points. We already have the Bucks compared to JP. They only had the friendship ones, or I mean the ticket ones, where they were like, hey, I'm going to spend on the tickets and that is free for us. But for global, since we already have the Bucks and you want to add the trading scout tickets too, that would mean that we would need about 70,000 total amount of friendship points every single month for us to get like everything comfortably. And most people are unfortunately not able to do that. So what should you do? On my opinion, if you are somebody that is like very careful with their resources, I believe that the rare book of heads and the rare text book of heads accumulation is so low, and the required item amount is so high on global currently, that it is not really worth it to go it on the, like, you should not really pay for them. Instead, you could opt to go with one of these two tickets. I would still recommend that you buy at least the common books, since these do actually give you value. But for the ticket itself, which one is going to be better? On my opinion, it's probably going to be the support card one, since you're not really pulling that much on Umas. So the support card one overall is going to be slightly better. So the second change will help with the issue of the support friendship, and that is you basically buy the books at quarter the price after the 2.5 year anniversary. This could come early on global and it will be much appreciated if they do, but what as the name implies, in JP currently you can buy 4 books at the price of 1 at global. So yeah, that's very awesome. And the good thing is that they massively buff the amount that you can actually buy. Here on the Japanese version, you can buy 16 rare book of hands every single month, compared to global where you only are able to buy 2. So yeah, it is very helpful, and this is something that you should keep in mind. If you are a big spender and you have a lot of people borrow your card, then you should probably be able to buy everything every single month. But if you are a free-to-play player like me, you would most likely skip the rare book of heads and go with the support card scout ticket. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the friendship shop. Next up is going to be the Sleet, I believe what it's called. And it receives a very similar change like the friendship shop in the 2.5 year anniversary, where you were able to buy books and rare books and also alarm clocks from the shop. The conversion rate is very like wild. This does not include the trainee scout tickets and also the SR debut trainee ticket. These are very expensive, but if you have if you're just shy of an upgrade, or like you want to buy some alarm clocks, then these will be added and it will be very helpful. The gold one probably is very healthy and helpful, since the SR one, like the gold sleeves, you probably would have a decent accumulation and they do not decay as fast as the silver one. So by the time that this comes out, you will probably have a decent sash already saved up, which is of course very, very, very good. So the next one is going to be the biggest one, and that is going to be the club one, like the club shop. But there is going to be some changes that will happen throughout of like now all the way to the anniversary itself, where you will get more club points. So with the release of chapter 5 of part 1 of Umamusume, with the release of like Silence the Suzuka card 2, they would add 2 extra missions where you just like send an item to your circle or club and just open the club menu once a day, and you will get 30 extra club points every single day. Throughout the month and the years, those would add up to the thousands. So this will be very nice in the very long term. It might not seem like a lot, but it will definitely help in the long term. Next up, Team Trials with the release of something called Trainee Medals. This basically replaces the club icon. It's the exact same thing, it's just different icon. Staying at the top of class 6 in the Japanese version gives you 500 trainer medals. For global version, this is probably going to be more, since we have buffed Team Trials, but do not bank on it, because while 500 is very good, 750 might be like way too generous, considering the shop itself is actually very, very cracked. And the last thing is going to be the the career itself would start to give you trainer medals. You would get 10 pure race up to the maximum of 100. So if you done 10 races, which is very easy, you would get 100 medals every single career. And one last thing, upon finishing a career, you would also get an extra 100. So in total, pure career, you would get about 200 club medals every single time you do it, which is something very, very, very awesome to have. And of course, if you are a grinder, you will stock up on this very quickly. So I've been gassing up this exchange for a while now, but what does it look like? So here is what it looks like. Yeah, this is crazy, because not only you get a very special debut ticket, you also get the rainbow gold fragment, the gold fragment shard. You get books, you get the SR, the debut tickets. You can also get up to 100 goddess statues. You can also get the toughness potions, the alarm clocks, even monies and support points. So this is very helpful. It happens on the 3.5 year anniversary on global, on the Japanese version. But yeah, this is very, very strong buff to the club system. If you are looking to be a long-term player, then this is a perfect time for you to start hoarding your club points. A lot of the cards that will come out after the Silence Suzuka card are not really that great, and I wouldn't really recommend you using your club medals on the star pieces, because this comes out in the way future too, and the 2-star and 2 or 1-star featured Uma that has their star pieces, you would most likely not really get much value outside of their, oh, I want their outfit, then okay, that's justified. But yeah, this is very, very big. And these 3 over here, the debut ticket, the rainbow fragment, and also the gold fragment, these are actually going to be monthly, so you can buy them every single month. So this ticket, is it an Uma ticket or a support card ticket? Well, the good news is that it's an UMA ticket. It's not like a selector, it's a random pool, but this is a 3-star UMA that you can get every single month. So let's just switch over to Game Tura. And let's take this for example. This is round 4 of the Umamusume like trainee SSR ticket. And you can clearly see there is a lot of UMAs. If you are a free-to-play player, you probably would not have like most of these UMAs. And the value of that ticket and the chances of it giving you more UMAs to try out their career, or you want to like use them on team trials or even champions meetings sometimes, will be very very high. So yeah, this is going to be a very good edition once it comes out on global. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you found this video to be helpful, consider subscribing as it will help with the channel growth, and consider joining the Discord server as I'm trying to build my own community, and I hope to see you in the next one.